Button. Hi guys, my name is Button and today we're going to talk about the 6 wives of King Henry VIII. So let's Button 15 to 9. King Henry VIII married Catherine of Aragon. But but Catherine of Aragon has 5 miscarriages, and those 5 babies lost their lives, and they are buried over the graves. But in 1516, Catherine of Aragon gave birth to one survivor named Mary. And King Henry VIII was mad because he wanted a male heir. So King Henry VIII was in love with Anne Boleyn and kissed her. King Henry VIII tried to ask the Pope to get a divorce from Catherine, but the Pope said no. But King Henry VIII was mad and he breaks the Catholic Church from England, leading the created by the Church of England. But in 1533, King Henry VIII divorced Catherine of Aragon and married Anne Boleyn. But in 1433, King Henry VIII divorced Catherine of Aragon and married Anne Boleyn. But King Henry VIII had a good day with Anne Boleyn, and he gave her loans. But Anne Boleyn gave birth to a daughter named Elizabeth Tudor, and King Henry VIII was mad because he wanted a male heir. But Anne Boleyn was pregnant again, and they hoped it was a boy. But King Henry VIII had a chosen accident, and he lost his leg. But Anne Boleyn had another miscarriage, and it was a boy. But King Henry VIII was mad because Emma miscarried a boy, and he was fat now. But Anne Boleyn was guilty for adultery, incest, of treason, and was sent to the Tower of London. But in 1536, Anne Boleyn was on her execution, and the swordsman holds his sword. But the swordsman swings the sword, and Anne Boleyn was executed and beheaded in the Tower of London. Hi guys, my name is Apati, and today we're going to talk about Jane Seymour. So let's go. King Henry VIII married Jane Seymour. But Jane Seymour was pregnant and they were happy. But King Henry VIII warned Jane Seymour about what happened to Anne Boleyn, and Jane Seymour was scared. But in 1537, Jane Seymour gave birth to son named Edward, and King Henry VIII was happy. King Henry VIII was happy. But in 1547, but in 1537, Jane Seymour died, leaving Henry and Edward. And King Henry VIII was sad because Jane died. Hi guys, my name is Apati, and today we're going to talk about Anne of Cleves. So let's go. Anne of Cleves was born in Germany. She grew up in a powerful family. But King Henry VIII from the Tudor family is looking for a new wife. But King Henry VIII saw the picture and Anne of Cleves looked beautiful in leopard, and King Henry accepted it. But when they both met, King Henry VIII was disgusted because Anne of Cleves was ugly. But King Henry VIII yelled at Thomas Cromwell because he brings King Henry an ugly wife. But in but Thomas Cromwell was executed and beheaded in the Tower of London. But King Henry VIII was in love with Catherine Howard and he kissed her. But King Henry VIII divorced Anna Pate and married Catherine Howard. Hi guys, my name is Catherine. Today we're going to talk about Catherine Howard. So let's go. But in 1540, King Henry VIII married Catherine Howard. But Catherine Howard was actually bored with Henry and she didn't like him. But Catherine Howard was in love with Thomas Culpeper and they kissed. And they kissed. Next time when they kissed, they started kissing and kissing every day. But King Henry found out and he was mad because Catherine Howard was cheating on Henry. But Catherine Howard was guilty for adultery and incest or treason. But in 1541, Catherine Howard was in the dungeons because Catherine was cheating on Henry. But in 1542, Catherine Howard was on her execution. She laid down at the execution block, and the executioner raises his axe, and Catherine Howard was executed on the head in the Tower of London.
Believe you become king.
But in 1543, King Henry VIII married his sixth and final wife, Catherine Parr. But Paul was scared because she knows what happened to his other wives. But Catherine Parr looks at the window and she sees Mary and Elizabeth playing. But Mary and Elizabeth and they love each other. But Catherine Parr was being nice to Elizabeth and Mary because they were special. But in 1547, King Henry VIII died and Catherine Parr survived. This is the story of the 6 wives of King Henry VIII.